Alright, Les Demon, we're back into Mass Effect 2. Now, you guys didn't see it, but I got woken to a terrifying presence as soon as I spawned into the game. This. Imagine that being at the corner of your screen. Alright, so I believe if I remember correctly, we did most of the secondary Omega missions, for some of the Normandy crew. We got the couplings, and we got the service-sized brandy for Dr. Chocolates. So now we're going to go ahead and begin the more important missions, which is getting Mordin Solus.
Lady. The plague has the whole zone quarantined. Nobody gets in.
I'm human, you ass. Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before looters get it.
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
So you're saying the slums are completely sealed off?
Finally, a human that can hear. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
You can't keep me out. I'm gonna lose all my stuff.
I'm doing you a favor, human. Anybody in the quarantine zone will be dead from the plague or the gangs in a few weeks.
I didn't think Omega had any kind of law enforcement. Who gave the order to quarantine the slums?
Fresh off the transport, huh? Arya Tilok calls the shots around here. She's got her little blue hands on every business in this district. And a plague is bad for business. She hired us to keep anyone from entering or leaving the quarantine zone.
There's a Solarian named Mordin Solus in the slums. I've got to get in there to find him.
The doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Mordin's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck, but the area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
Listen, you're stuck here till this quarantine's over. That could take weeks. What you really need is to get this problem solved right now. That's what I do. Solve problems. Let me in and I'll get this district straightened out.
You think you can fix this? Why not? Quarantine is more to keep infected people in anyway. I'll radio ahead, tell them you're coming in.
Wait, you're stopping me, but not them? You son of a bitch.
You don't have a grenade launcher, lady. Get lost.
Fortunately, humans are immune to the plague.
Now, if I remember right, it should let us... Yes, it's going to let you pick your squad again. I do know, since you played this game, they do make mentions that humans are the only ones immune, so I've never actually played it where you bring another member of your squad in. I think you're allowed to. It's just I think there's a risk of them getting sick. I don't know how the hell that works out. So, for the people we're going to be grabbing with us, we're probably going to go ahead and get... Miranda's a good choice, and Jacob are just good basic choices. Mainly because she has the ability of overload. Well, no. Yeah, she has the ability of overload, and then Jacob has the use of biotics. So it's a good pairing system to work with. Let's go and purchase that, and then we'll purchase this. I will say I ended up getting pretty bored yesterday, and after recording, and I went ahead and bought that game War of Rights. That game is funny. I think they got a lot to roll out for it, and by the time I'm playing, it's like early access alpha. Visually, it's a very good looking game. Gameplay wise, it's fun, but I think it's more fun if you have a group of friends to play it with, because what ends up happening is like you just follow the commanders of your non-commissioned officer or whoever else is there. Are that good? Oh, that was almost there.
Burning corpses. Must be trying to keep the plague from spreading.
Alright, if I remember correctly, there are different points in the game we gotta be careful of. Because in this part of the mission, there's actually a bit of, let's see these there's actually a few little side missions you can do as you approach the, clinic. This really isn't one, but it does tell you a little bit about the plague. Let me go ahead and open this. I'll go ahead and play it. Which one of those? None of them. That's the two-way. That's bastard. That.
Looks like he tried to claw his way out. No one wants to die trapped like an animal.
Alright. So this is actually something you can do. This is a computer console plays, and you can find out what happened to these two guys. So let's go ahead and we'll play. I don't know if I'll play all of them. We'll play.
Shepard infected. Idiots can't tell the difference between the plague and a simple cough. Nothing to do now but sit tight and wait for them to wise up. Good thing we brought a deck of cards.
Yeah, I'll play all of them. Have some fun.
Never thought the Blue Suns would turn their backs on me. This group used to stand for something. When I get out of here, I'm gonna make them pay. Davis isn't doing too good. I think he really does have the plague. Gotta get out of there before he infects me too. Davis died last night. He's still talking to me, though. Good to hear his voice. The company is nice. Nobody should die alone.
Alright, so you basically can get an idea. It seems like the plague starts out as a simple cough, and then over time it sounds like it progresses as it gets more and more into the, I don't know, whatever anatomy of the Turians or any of the other species. And the reason why they sit there and say humans are immune to the plague is actually kind of funny, because it's just like, as you can sit there and see when we go further into it, we'll discuss a little bit further.
Human. Should have guessed. Bad enough you infect us with this plague. Now you lack the decency to even wait until I die before you come to steal my possessions.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Get away from me, human. Your kind has done too much already. Your plague did this to me. Your feigned pity is the final insult.
I need to find Mordin Solus.
Humans looking for the human sympathizer. I hope the Vorcha burned Mordin and his clinic to the ground. I hope you... Damn it. Damn you.
Hey, stay with me. This won't cure the plague, but it might help a bit.
Oh, you helped me. Why?
It's what I do. I don't know if I can find a cure for this plague, but I'm gonna try.
Your words sound sincere. Maybe it's the fever. But as you said, what have I to lose? What do you wish to know?
When I find Mordin, I'll tell him about you. If he has a cure, I'll make sure someone gets it to you.
Thank you. My time is running short, but at least you have given me a flicker of hope to brighten the darkness of my final hours. I want to die. Whatever Mordin is, I will risk it if he can reach me.
What makes Mordin worse than dying from the plague?
The Blue Suns tried to press him for protection money. He killed them, stunned them with some kind of toxin, then gunned them down. He's not just a doctor. Doctors don't execute people and display the bodies as a warning.
Why are you so convinced humans are behind this outbreak?
The plague is too potent to be a naturally occurring virus. Airborne transmission across numerous species, near perfect mortality rate. It had to be created in a lab. And since humans are the only species not affected, there is only one logical conclusion.
Aren't the Vorcha immune to the plague? What if they spread the virus so they could take over the district?
Vorcha are immune to disease. A human-created plague wouldn't affect them. But if the Vorcha created the plague, why wouldn't it affect humans? Besides, the Vorcha aren't smart enough to make a virus like this. They're scavengers. Sorry, human. You may not want to believe it, but all the evidence points to your species.
I should go.
Goodbye, human.
Alright, so at least from what we found out about through the Batarian was basically that most of the people in the district believe humans caused the plague because humans are immune to it. He doesn't believe, as he said, the Vorcha aren't considered viable enough to be able to make it because most species in this galaxy, at least from what I remember in the Codex, is they treat the Vorcha as pretty much like second or third class citizens. Like they're just seen as they're seen as part of the galactic community, but that they have no overall value. But yeah. Now the thing is that you guys are gonna, as we progress through in the story, you're gonna see why, or better yet, who is actually spreading the plague. I mean, that's just the thing with this game. They try to make it to where, what is it? Is that there's a lot of factors in the case of Omega. It isn't like being at the Citadel where it's more organized. This place has got a lot more mercenaries, as you can see.
No shield.
And it doesn't run the same way as when we were in Citadel space. There's going to be a lot more mercenaries in comparison to, I guess you could say, organized troops like when we fought in Mass Effect 1. Get all these fuckers off. Right, so let's keep going. Also, did I miss? Ooh, I almost did. Okay, so again, this is where it comes into play. You got to be careful where you're running off to, because there are different doors to lead to different areas. Let me double check that I didn't miss one when I was running this way. No, it doesn't look like it. If I remember right, it's that guy, and then we go here, and then there should be a third one further off ahead. And you also got to be careful, because if you bypass any of these and you keep on moving, eventually the door's locked behind you, so there's no way, if I remember right, coming back here. So you're just shit out of luck. So here, I remember it should be to the right. Yes, okay, good. So the last one is actually, we haven't gotten to yet, so I got a little bit further to run around.
Thank God, you're human.
When we saw that door open, we thought those Turians had found us. Ever since this plague started, the Blue Suns have been out to get us. They're killing as many people as the disease.
Why are the Blue Suns hunting you?
We didn't do anything. Pretty much every non-human in the district wants us dead.
They think we caused the plague. Humans aren't getting sick, and that's all the evidence they need. God knows how many of us they've already killed.
They should be looking at the Vorcha, not us. Ever since the plague hit, they've been taking over Blue Sun's territory.
You said the Vorcha moved in just after the plague hit?
Right after the district was quarantined. Vorcha are immune to diseases, so they're not getting sick.
Not sure where they came from. Never saw many Vorcha around before. Sure seemed like they were ready for this.
Only nobody thinks the Vorcha are smart enough to create a virus like this. The Blue Suns need someone else to blame. Like us.
You said the Vorcha were taking over Blue Sun's territory?
Trying to. The Blue Suns don't go down easy. The plague softened them up, but they still have enough firepower to hold some of their turf. The Turians are getting pushed back. The deeper you go into the district, the more Vorcha you'll see. Unless they see you first.
What else can you tell me about the plague? When did it start?
The first cases cropped up about 2 weeks ago. Nobody paid much attention until it started to spread. Usually takes about a week to kill you, but it spreads fast. 3 days after the first outbreak, there were over 50 known cases.
That's when everyone noticed humans weren't getting sick. Then the quarantine came down and everything went to hell.
Any idea how the victims contracted it?
Not sure. Probably airborne. Even after the Blue Suns started sealing victims up inside their own apartments, the plague kept spreading. Now they just gun victims down and burn the bodies in the streets. Doesn't seem to be helping, though. People are dying by the dozens.
Tell me more about the Blue Suns.
They're a mercenary gang, mostly Turian. Used to run this district. Kept things nice and stable for the most part.
As long as you paid your monthly protection fees, everything was cool. Rates were pretty reasonable. For Omega, at least.
Then this damn plague hit. Everyone started dying. The Vorcha started moving in. The Blue Suns lost control and the whole district turned into a war zone.
I need to find Mordin Solus.
Oh yeah, him. He's got a clinic on the other side of the district.
Heard he's taking in refugees now. Trying to help plague victims. Offering protection from the Suns and the Vorcha.
Sure. A doctor with military-grade mechs helping people for free. On Omega, grow up.
You can't stay trapped in this apartment. If you get to Mordin's, you might at least survive until the quarantine ends.
Are you nuts? We'd never make it. The streets are crawling with Blue Suns and Vorcha. We don't even have pistols.
Besides, I'm not risking my life on a rumor that some Solarian might offer me sanctuary.
I know you're scared, but your only hope is to get to Mordin's clinic. I'm gonna be under fire from the Blue Suns and the Vorcha, so I can't take you with me. But I promise you this. I'll do what I can to leave a safe path for you to follow me. It's risky, but I think it's your only chance.
Okay, you're right. We'll never make it if we stay here. We have to try. We'll wait here for a while and give you time to clear the way. Then we'll head for Mordin's clinic, if we're lucky. Maybe we'll meet you there.
Alright. So these guys actually do provide you with pretty good information as they sat there and said, Vorcha has started spreading into the district the moment the plague got hit and the quarantine zone and the quarantine got set up. So it kind of gives a hint that it's not humans, because if it was humans, humans would have been coming in and doing the exact same thing the Vorcha are doing. So again, all the other groups consider Vorcha as
This should come in handy.
a lesser group of people, so they don't think they're smart enough to make a plague. And we'll see a bit more of it as we go on, but they're not necessarily entirely wrong that the Vorcha are kind of, they aren't as smart as most of the other species. And I think in turn it might be just because of the way they get treated, probably. They see all the other species treating them like dirt, so in turn they hold some grudges, which I can get. So using this, we're going to actually switch to the sniper rifle. So I want to show this sniper off. So it is a one-hit killer. It's actually, I think, one of the more, it's probably the second most powerful sniper in the game. In terms of just raw damage. I think the one that's better than it is the guest sniper rifle you can get. I think it's also a one-shot firearm. You get that actually later in the game. I'm probably going to end up actually taking that weapon for myself. Mainly because the first assault rifle they give you I actually do like a lot. The one we will get later on will be a triple burst one. And I don't really like it that much. It has higher damage, but I just don't like the fire rate. That and the ammo. And as you can clearly see, I'm a horrible shot with this damn thing.
Firing now.
Yeah, maybe not too bad. No, you got him. Should just switch back to my assault rifle. Good.
Destroy my shield.
Also, be careful at this point. Even on the easier difficulties, if you keep getting hit by the flamethrowers, they will kill you. I ran into that issue more than once, because what ends up happening is you go through the animation of your character getting hit by it, and you just keep getting the same animation again and again and again.
We've crossed into Vorcha territory.
The Blue Suns have given up a lot of turf.
Okay. Now let me see what is in this doorway. I'm actually going to go ahead and switch back to the pistol real quick. There we go, now I'm set. Oh. Okay, there was stuff in here, that's right. Okay, and this is actually the last thing you can do.
We got here first. What did I say? We found this stuff. It's ours.
Ah, forget it. Nothing but junk in here. This place is worse than the last one.
What are you doing in this apartment? Did you kill that Turian?
What, the guy on the floor? Nah, the plague took care of him. We're just here to take a full accounting of all his worldly possessions.
Stealing from the dead. That's pretty low.
What's the big deal? It's not like they're gonna miss anything. We're just showing a little entrepreneurial spirit. Plague doesn't affect humans, so we might as well cash in.
Besides, if we don't take this stuff, the Vorcha or Blue Suns will. Better us than them, right?
No more looting.
Oh, what? You gonna shoot us?
This plague won't last forever. When the Blue Suns come back, they won't like you looting in their territory.
Yeah, well, maybe they won't find out. It's not like there's any witnesses alive to tell them.
Are some dead Turian's trinkets and a handful of credits worth that risk?
We just wanted to make a bit of quick cash. But when you put it like that, doesn't sound like such a good idea. Hardly found anything valuable anyway. Yeah, you're probably right. It's not worth it.
Do you know a Solarian named Mordin Solus?
Yeah, I know him. Got a clinic right around the corner. Take plenty of ammo if you go that way. It's crawling with Blue Suns and Vorcha.
We need to get going.
Yeah, sure. We'll just stay here for a while. Get some rest.
Don't worry, you made your point. We ain't gonna steal enough.
Alright, so this is actually the last one you have to do before you get to the clinic. If you don't do them, I don't think the third one really has too much of an overlapping concern for it. The second one does, and so does the first one. So those are two people you actually can see later on. The third one, I don't think does with the looters. I don't know why they did it that way. I wish they could have did more for the third one. But, again, as they try to portray is humans are unaffected, so they decided that they're going to go around and loot some stuff because they think it's fun. Why? I don't know. If anything, they got to figure out that once this is all said and done with, they're probably going to get the shit beat out of them. But
no funny business once you're in the clinic.
Whatever you want to do. Right, so this... What the hell did I just do? Oh, god damn it. I'm gonna have to... Please don't say I gotta do it all over again. I don't want to do it again, no. Yay, I found a Mass Effect 2 glitch that I never knew about. Wait a minute, can I get to the locker? If I get to the locker, I might have a chance. I need the locker. Nope, I found a glitch. Well then, that's fucked up.
Mordin's around here somewhere. Go talk to him. We need all the help we can get.
Is there anything I can do in this situation? I don't think there is. Shit. Alright, so I'm going to have to go back to perhaps an autosave. Actually, wait. When was the autosave? 2:48. That was 3 minutes ago. Alright, so I'll see where it's at. I'll restart. I'll give you guys a jump cut to where we get back here and maybe not do this weird ass glitch that I never knew about because I didn't know I could levitate off the ground and get stuck into an invisible goddamn barrier. So I'll be right back. Have fun, guys. Alright, welcome back. So you guys get to see this without the glitch where I get stuck in a goddamn ceiling on the wall. So, this will be the clinic. All we gotta do is... You can talk to different patients around here. They will tell you about Mordin.
Sorry, too busy to stop and chat.
Professor, we're running low on some oxygen. Use Milano.
We're fine. We're not gonna talk to him right away. There's actually some good stuff to get over here. Again, it gives you some raw materials, stuff that you do need. In the late game, like palladium and, if I remember right, platinum are big ones you need.
That is a toxic to humans, not an option.
Let's see. But you can't come in here and you don't have to talk to him right away. As I said before, just run around, grab whatever you need. Some of the power cells really come in handy because they'll give you extra ammo you can use, and the such. And then we can go ahead and just start talking. Mordin talks a lot, so if you haven't watched this before, get ready for a miracle.
Professor Mordin Solus?
This is what drugs do to your mind, kids.
Don't recognize you from area. Too well armed to be refugees. No mercenary uniform. Quarantine still in effect. Here for something else? Vorcha? Crew to clean them out? Unlikely. Vorcha a symptom, not a cause. The plague. Investigating possible use as bioweapon. No. Too many guns. Not enough data equipment. Soldiers. Not scientists. Yes. Hired guns. Maybe. Looking for someone. Yes, yes. But who?
Relax, Mordin.
I clicked it
I'm
twice,
Commander
Jesus
Shepard,
Christ.
And I came here to find you. I'm on a critical mission, and I need your help.
Mission? What mission? No. Too busy. Clinic understaffed. Plague spreading too fast. Who sent you?
Ever heard of an organization called Cerberus?
Crossed paths on occasion. Thought they only worked with humans. Why request Salarian aid?
I'm on a mission to shut down the Collectors, and I need your help.
Collectors? Interesting. Plague hitting these slums is engineered. Collectors one of few groups with technology to design it. Our goals may be similar. But must stop plague first. Already have a cure. Need to distribute it at Environmental Control Center. Vorcha guarding it. Need to kill them.
I'll get in and deal with the Vorcha.
What the hell was that?
Vorcha have shut down environmental systems. Trying to kill everyone. Need to get power back on before district suffocates. Here, take plague cure. Also, bonus in good faith, weapon from dead Blue Sun's mercs. May come in handy against Vorcha. One more thing. Daniel, one of my assistants, went into Vorcha territory looking for victims. Hasn't come back.
If I see him, I'll do what I can to help.
Thank you. Told him not to go. But he's smart. Bright future. I hope.
I found a Batarian plague victim near the entrance to the neighborhood. Can you send someone to help him?
Risky. Blue Sun's Vorcha still battling. District not secure. See what I can do.
Have you had any trouble at the clinic?
Nothing major. Blue Suns came for humans, made threats, killed them before things escalated.
For a doctor, you're awfully calm about taking out a group of mercs.
Wasn't always a doctor. Some worked the Solarian Special Tasks Group. Can handle myself. Advantage of being Solarian. Turians, Krogan, Vorcha, all obvious threats. Never see me coming.
Any idea where I can find Daniel?
No. Heard infected Batarians trapped behind Vorcha lines. Daniel went to help. Warned him not to go. Too dangerous. Patients here need him. Snuck out anyway. Wanted to find him myself. Can't leave the clinic. Have to look after the patients.
What do you know about the Vorcha?
Cowardly, opportunistic scavengers. Not tactical or aggressive. Scale of attack unusual for them. Suspect Vorcha working for Collectors. Distributing plague, collecting data. No proof, but theory fits evidence.
What can you tell me about this plague?
Advanced design. Suspected Collectors before you mentioned them. Purpose seems experimental. Destroys respiratory systems with harmful genetic mutations. Makes sense to avoid humans. Unnecessary to force mutation on human genetic structure for sake of variants.
Unnecessary mutations? What are you talking about?
Possible goal of virus. Testing viable mutation levels in various species. Horrific, but feasible for Collectors. Humans known to have diverse genetic background, wider range than other sapient races. Makes sense as control group.
Let's head for the environmental plant.
Alright, so this gives us access to the M6 Carnifex hand cannon. So, once we leave here, I can show it off. I don't know if I'm going to stop the recording here and make a two-parter out of it. I might. Depends on how I'm feeling at this time and how long I think the next one will take. Because I'm going to do a time. I'm going to kind of have an idea in my head when the time is, so I can do it. So, if this is the end of the episode, know that it will continue on for tomorrow. If it's not, you'll find out. You'll keep seeing it continue. I just don't know how long I want to make these, honestly. I kind of wanted to do 30-minute episodes, but then time kind of flew. And this is actually the new handgun we get access to. I'm actually going to force Jacob to go ahead and start using it.
Change weapons.
In comparison to the Predator pistol, this one actually has a higher damage yield, but it also suffers from the fact you have less ammo. In comparison to the last one, actually wait, that's Twitch. Oh, I was hoping for Twitch. As you guys are watching, is headshot damage. It has a higher damage yield, but much less ammo. I might go back to the normal Predator pistol, and at least in the case for me as the player, because
I've got him. Enemy down.
I like the damage yield for this one. It's just the ammo is a really bad thing. I'd rather, in my opinion, I can put more shots downrange with the Predator for less damage, but I have a much higher ammo capacity. And at least from what I could always tell when I would use it, it always feels like it means I have more ammo to use, and I always find it as a player it's more useful to have it. And I promise I will try to use other guns besides just the assault rifle. I gotta wait to heal. There we go, got it. Shit. see, where's my shotgun now? Just got angry.
My shield!
Damn it. Try to duck here. See, I should have an ability. There we go. I do recommend using adrenaline shot in this a lot more if you play as the soldier class. Mainly because I found out that adrenaline rush is probably one of the best abilities you can get. It's slow in comparison to the last in Mass Effect 1 where it just recharges your abilities or powers. This one actually slows down time, as you guys saw there for a second. So I don't use it all the time because usually whenever I'm playing I usually forget about powers in this. Especially when I'm just playing the soldier class, I usually don't use it too much. Whenever I would make a biotic class, I always went crazy on the biotic stuff. Let's see if I can find, where is the last one? Not you, not you. The only thing I hate about this hacking, it takes goddamn forever. Like, it gives you a limited amount of time, and I respect that, but there are times where you're just sitting there using that, and it's just like, okay, it should be here by now. Come on, come on. Alright. And as you guys might have seen with some of those conversations, if it's the same video or last video, was the more you get into the Paragon or Renegade stuff, the more dialogue options there are. So in the case of playing it this time around, it's not the same as Mass Effect 1 where I can spend all the points and just immediately get them unlocked. You have to keep making those choices to get those options unlocked, which is more reasonable compared to Mass Effect 1.
I came here to help you.
We know you're spreading the plague virus. We saw the vials in your bag.
No, those vials contain the cure. Please, you have to believe me.
Maybe we should cut off your fingers. That's your job. One more step and we'll kill your friend.
I know you're scared of the Vorcha, the plague, but this man isn't to blame. If he was spreading the virus, why would he come into Vorcha territory? They're immune.
She's right. Doesn't make any sense. If we release the prisoner, we can go.
You have my word on it.
Let him go. You got what you wanted, human. Are we free to go?
We had a deal.
Human mobility. I didn't know such a thing existed.
Thank you. I thought they were gonna kill me. Did Mordin send you to find me?
The professor could use your help right now. He's got too many patients and not enough volunteers.
Yeah, okay. I'll go right away. Thanks again. I owe you, well, everything.
Right. That's good, that's good. Okay, nothing else in here. Right. Okay, let's see if I remember this right. Yeah, there's gonna be a bit of a firefight here. I don't know, maybe I will make a two-parter out of this. Oh shit, I remember this part. This part's a bitch. Alright, so this is where getting the sniper rifle really comes in handy. As these guys are going to keep using their missile attacks on you from long range. The missiles really aren't that dangerous. The only problem you're going to deal with is that they do pack a bit of a punch, so you got to be careful about how you do this. And the fact that they're AI, they're going to keep shooting the hell out of you with them, so ducking and using the cover system really helps out. Although there are limitations on their range of fire, though, that's the only good thing you get out of it.
Enemies!
Show it over his head. Got him. As you guys can see, there are some limitations to the AI in this game. They're not the brightest bunch in the world. But they're much better. I think they run a little bit better than Mass Effect 1's AIs used to. There's times where you'll just see them shoot, then they stop. Same thing with this, they'll end up doing it a lot. But
About to get hot.
they're a bit more annoying in comparison because they get better weapons now. That's good. Might end up causing Miranda to switch to that pistol mount. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have her use the pistol too. Because again, it comes down to damage. The damage. The shotgun Jacob's used, it's not a bad shotgun, but in comparison to other firearms he could be using, the handgun has more range and it has more damage overall. Same thing with Miranda. The submachine gun she gets access to is very good when it comes to close range, but long range is pretty shitty. And since the AI get infinite ammo, it doesn't make any sense for them to be using anything besides the
Taking fire.
damn it. Screw you. It doesn't make any sense for them to have those access to those guns as much. I think that should be all of them. Okay, we're good. Now, I am going to do the conservative thing, which is what I always recommend doing. Save. Save as much as you can, as often as you can. You never know when you're gonna get stuck somewhere and get killed. That or find a magical glitch that screws you over anyway. Okay, guy's down. See if I can actually get that to work. Yeah, I did get it to work. That's nice. Good, they got him. Right. I think we come over here. I think there's more credits to get. Med kits if you ever need them. That's the only thing I wish they could have kept for the game, was there's a way to heal your own character at times. Because,
to the environmental controls.
I do find it kind of weird how fast your health can go down, or at least the shields break on this. Like, I wish there was an ability to either recharge them or something, at least for, early on.
Come here. We shut down machines, break fans. Everyone choke and die. Then collectors make us strong.
What do the collectors want?
Collectors want plague. You work for Doctor. Turn on machines. Put cure in air. We kill you first.
Hostile.
Here we go.
Alright. So as I was saying before, we kind of pretty much had an idea it was the Vorcha all along. I forgot to even say anything whenever we were at Mordin's. I don't remember. So yeah, basically what ends up happening is the only thing we can guarantee it is the Vorcha, as we are clearly seeing. But it's actually the collectors are the ones that did all the backing. So this wasn't a Vorcha primarily made plague, but rather the collectors doing it themselves. As Mordin says, he doesn't know why they're doing it, and we don't really find out why they're doing it. It's really just a test to see if this plague will actually do any harm. Also, I will say this much. I like the fact that when you play this one, they actually bring Batarians in more. Let's get a headshot. We gotta wait him out. He'll come up. Oh, Vaz, you're proving me wrong. Come on. Stand up, damn it. I'll shoot you. Told you I would. Damn if I got a wrist or... Ah, fuck. It's always when you're recording when you shoot the worst. Because you want to show off. Bam. Alright, so let's go ahead. We'll do the one on the left first. Switch back to that shotgun. Better idea. Let's switch to shotgun. And then let's bring back our handgun. All down. Right, so this is first of the fans. I'm surprised they have you have to turn on 2 fans. You figure like 1 fan alone would be like, it wouldn't be enough to maybe provide enough air into the district, but you figure it'd at least be able to provide the cure easy.
There we go.
Alright, I think. Let me see if it actually will pop up. Yeah, it will. Okay. Give me 1 second. I gotta switch back to sniper. So as we can see, there are Vorcha over there up top, so we gotta be careful with that. Yeah, and I recommend the sniper route. Easiest way to get this done. Easy to get headshots, easy to kill them. And since the AI is not that smart, it's actually aiming mostly for our squad mates. Got it. Good. Alright, switch back to shotgun. Just a little bit of ammo to work with. Get us mostly back up top.
Got him.
As I said before, you want to play a little bit conservative when playing this. If you just rush in there, they will screw you over. It's very easy to get killed in this game. It doesn't give you the first aid ability like Mass Effect 1 does, so you literally can get killed in an instant if you're not careful. Alright, looks like we're fine now. Let's go back to standard assault rifle.
Both bands are up.
We're fine.
Good work.
Environmental systems engaged. Airborne
my
viral
rate
levels
is
dropping.
1.
Patients improving. Vorcha retreating. Well done, Shepard. Thank you.
And thank you from me as well. Those Batarians would have killed me. For a second there, I thought you were going to shoot them even after they let me go.
I made a promise to spare them if they let you go. I honor my promises.
Merciful of you. Risky. Would have killed them myself.
Professor, how can you say that? You're a doctor. You believe in helping people.
Lots of ways to help people. Sometimes heal patients, sometimes execute dangerous people. Either way helps. Go check on the patients. Lots of work to do. Think about what I said. Good kid, bit naive. He'll learn. Letting him take over the clinic. Should be able to handle it now that Vorcha are gone.
We've cured the plague. Are you ready to help stop the collectors?
Yes. Unexpected to be working with Cerberus. Many surprises. Just need to finish up here at the clinic. Won't take long. Meet you at your ship. Looking forward to it.
So you can leave or you can stay. I usually say stay.
I'm gonna look around for a moment.
Just for a second. That way if there's anything here that you have to grab, you can grab it. I'm not too sure why I get renegade points for that. I forget what gives you renegade points. Because I know we didn't do anything bad. So what ends up happening is you guys can walk around and actually go and talk to everybody here. So, actually, wait a minute. Where's the other guy at? I think he might be in here. Yeah, he is. Okay, good. So, this is actually the Batarian victim you find out when you first enter the area and you get into your first, when you first find 2 blue suns and we start going to the apartment. So he actually does make it here and you can talk to him.
I know you. From the apartment. You found me. You told Mordin about me, didn't you? You saved my life.
The last time I saw you, you were too weak to move.
2 of Mordin's assistants found me. They gave me the vaccine and brought me back here once I was stable. They were humans, but they risked their lives to find me and bring me to safety.
Remember this the next time you're about to judge our species.
I was wrong about you, human. I was wrong about a lot of things.
Glad to see you're okay.
I owe you my life, human. Thank you.
But as I was saying, I actually do like the fact they bring Batarians into this game. I think I made mention to it earlier, but I didn't go anywhere with it. Because the only time we actually have an interaction with any Batarians is in Mass Effect 1 is primarily through the Fallen Skies DLC. So you see them more as like an enemy of humanity. But what I like about this one is you get to interact with some of them. What the hell? Jacob found the glitch. What the hell? This is the second time in a row I found a weird glitch. Oh, I wish I could goddamn do that. But because it's a nice interacting with them, because it kind of gets away from like the attitude that you get in the game, where it's like they're like the evil species that humanity has to deal with in the galaxy, and it kind of makes it like you get more humanity into it. It makes it more entertaining. I like the fact that they try to build on that.
Thanks for bringing us here.
And these are actually the refugees you find in the one apartment
Thanks for bringing
complex.
us here. You probably saved our lives.
They'll say thanks for bringing us here, but they don't really have much more to say than that, I think. Let me see.
Thanks for bringing us
Nah,
here.
they don't. I wish they really would have brought more conversation into that, like you could talk to them like the Batarian, but that's about it. And then the other two guys that we rescued, the two looters, basically the ones we stopped from doing anything else, they actually are no longer, I don't think they actually come here. They just run off and go do their own damn thing, and you never see anything from them again. As the game was showing you, you can't press F. F lets you do the automated way. Another way is usually the game has it set to where you can just go to the doors and it'll say return to Normandy. That is the end of Mordin's mission, so that's what makes this a lot of fun. I do like his mission a lot, mainly because I like Mordin as a character. I like where they go with him in the Mass Effect 2, but I love what they did with him in Mass Effect 3. I love where they put his character at. You guys could probably watch half that stuff. It's crazy when you see him again. So again, this does provide you a little bit of basic information. It shows that we leveled up, so we'll probably go ahead and level up that our own ability to level 4, if I remember right, and then we'll just deal with it then. Ooh. Then we'll go back here, we'll talk to everybody, I'll see if there's anything in the next episode. I might just do one episode for today.
Cerberus working with aliens. Unexpected. Elusive man branching out, maybe? Not so human-centric.
You're very well informed.
Solarian government well-connected espionage experts had top-level clearance once, retired now. Still, hear things. Informed of name only, no knowledge of man behind it. Anti-alien reputation listed as problematic.
Don't kid yourself, Professor. Humans still come first in the elusive man's eyes, but this mission is too big for them to handle alone.
The Collectors are abducting human colonists out on the fringes of Terminus space.
Not simple abductions. Wouldn't need me for simple.
Entire colonies disappear without a trace. No distress signals are sent out. There are no signs of any kind of attack. There's virtually no evidence that anything unusual happened at all. Except that every man, woman, and child is gone.
Gas, maybe? No. Spreads too slow. Airborne virus? No.
You don't have to sit there and guess. We collected samples from one of the colonies. I'd like you to analyze them and figure out how the Collectors did this.
Yes, of course. Analyze the samples. We're going to need a lab.
There's a fully equipped lab on the combat deck, Professor Solus. If you find anything lacking, please place a requisition order.
Who's that? Pilot? No. Synthesized voice. Simulated emotional inflections. Could it be? No. Maybe. Have to ask. Is that an AI?
This ship is equipped with an artificial intelligence.
An AI on board? Non-human crew members? Cerberus more desperate than I thought.
The Collectors have taken tens of thousands of colonists. We'll do whatever we have to do to find and stop them.
Yes, of course. Can't risk being captured like colonists. Need to identify, neutralize technology. Need samples. Which way to the lab?
Follow me, Professor.
Alright, that's completion of Mordin's mission. So the next one we're probably going to end up doing is the Archangel mission, which will be happening in the next episode. But it's actually, I don't know if it matters when you get Mordin or not, but he is a crucial character to get in this game. As you guys sit there and see, he's got to go and try to figure out how to find ways to counter the Collectors. He's probably one of the most essential characters into the game, so I usually like getting him first anyway, because he's just a fun character to deal with. He has some really smart-ass comments, too. They're great, I love it. So, as I was saying before, actually, where the hell was I going with it? We'll just keep playing Mass Effect 2. I'm always having fun playing this game. And, I think I'm only going to do one episode today, mainly because at this point in time, I have not even edited episode 1 of Mass Effect 1. So, yeah, I'm going to be holding this one back for a bit. Because that's the other thing. I've been recording so many episodes, I just haven't gotten around to editing them yet. And I think I might have just reached, I'm getting close to the halfway mark through Russia. So when you guys are seeing this, it's definitely going to be at least at the end of January when you're seeing this. So I can't confirm that or not. I don't know if me doing the Let's Plays and talking the whole time has been any fun for anybody to watch. I'm trying to become more lighthearted. It's just, I just hate the fact that I have to be very, very careful with what I say. Because if I say too much, if I talk too much, everybody's gonna get irritated whenever I try to talk over everybody in conversations. Then, and since YouTube likes to basically get really complainy about how people speak anymore, it's just, I don't know. I kind of get the fact that they want to hold, I get YouTube, I respect them, I understand, like, you don't want people going too crazy on it, but it's just like, we're all human, we all say stupid crap. It's like the War of Rights game I'm playing. You can fight for the Union, or you can fight for the Confederacy. I wouldn't be doubting if they tried to stop that or something. I guess you can try to censor what people are saying, because if it's anything like Hold Fast Nations at War, and if you've ever seen a video for that, you understand what happens in these games. People either, one, they roleplay a little bit too well, or two, they find random crap to speak on YouTube or anywhere else on the internet, and they start playing that crap, and then everybody else is laughing their asses off because it's just so funny. So I guess I'll just end it here. So if you guys have been enjoying the content, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I will make sure to keep trying to get Mass Effect 2 done. Don't know how well it's going to be doing on the YouTubes, but I'm enjoying playing this. I'm doing, that's what I said I want to really do with this is, I'm going to try to just have as much fun as I can playing these games and just posting them. I might, once Mass Effect 2's done, or even during Mass Effect 2, I might go and see if I can get anything recorded with any of my friends at some point. I know we're getting closer and closer to the holidays. It's like today I work, but I'm off the next 2 days. I could get called into the morning on tomorrow to do anything, but chances are if they haven't called me the last 3 days, they're probably not going to need me tomorrow, since it'll pretty much be their break time for my other job. So definitely tomorrow, if I don't have anything planned, I am definitely going to be recording Mass Effect series episodes. I'm going to probably get Archangel done. I'm going to go to the actually I'll get Archangel done, I'll get Jack done, I'll get Grunt done, and then I'm going to go to the Citadel. We'll do, actually no, I may not want to do Grunt yet. I might hold off on Grunt and do him last, because sometimes I don't like doing his right away. So, actually no, I could probably do Jack last. I hate Jack's mission. Yeah, I'll do Jack's last. So what we'll do is, next one will be Archangel. Then we will do Grunt. I don't think there's any other character-related missions I gotta go and grab just yet, so what we'll end up doing is we will run to the Citadel. We'll see Captain Anderson, we'll get everything figured out there. I'll do some of the side missions there, we'll run around and do stuff for a while. When I have everything I want to do done there, then we're going to go back and do Jack's mission, and then we'll go to the next stage of stuff. So again, please do those 3 things if you guys want to, and of course, have a very wonderful day, and thank you ever so much for watching these videos, guys. Thank you.